welcome to the movie review of The Avengers. In honor of Captain America Civil War coming out, I figured, what the hell, I'll do a movie review. I haven't done a movie review in a little while, since probably December. So, in honor of Captain America Civil War coming out, I'm going to be reviewing Marvel's The Avengers, which came out over 4 years ago now. I still remember sitting in the theater watching all 6 of them as the camera pans around all of them. And I remember shaking with absolute pandemonium because I was amazed by this movie. So this is gonna be just a casual sit back, eat some popcorn, just hear me talk about the movie. You have learn on the characters rundown and the overall plot, and then I'll give it a score. So here we go. This movie stars Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, Chris Evans as Captain America, Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk, Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, and Scarlett Johansson as the Black Widow, as well as Nick Fury, played by Samuel L. Jackson, and also Agent Coulson, Clark Gregg. And the villain himself, Loki, Tom Hiddleston. We all love him after this movie. So, yes, that is the character rundown, as well as the actors, too. This movie had I was like, oh, yeah, another, after this is like 2011, after the first Avenger came out, I'm like, yeah, this is cool, whatever. I looked at the Avengers, and I'm like, I went into that. I'm like, this could be fun. I love the trailers for sure. I was like, how does that happen? How does Iron Man? I was wondering how they all came together. Now I know how they all came together, because Loki. Here's the plot. Loki comes down to Earth after the events of Thor. Loki comes down to Earth and he starts wreaking havoc with S.H.I.E.L.D. He's blowing stuff up with his saber, who it turns out to be Infinity Stone later on in the timeline. But so he's blowing stuff up, and he steals the Tesseract, which is the key to dimensional traveling, essentially. So there's that. And then Nick Fury's like, Loki's here, and as Guardian just showed up. We're screwed, or are we? And he's like, he talks with the council, the heads of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like they run the money, they work with the government, stuff like that. And he says to them, he's like, hey, this god just came down to Earth and he just wreaked havoc. We kind of got to do something. So he decides to assemble the Avengers through S.H.I.E.L.D. S.H.I.E.L.D. gets in contact with Captain America, who they just found out was frozen in the Arctic, and because Cap's like, we're kind of getting used to he's getting used to the modern day because he was asleep for 70 years in the ice. And so there's that. He brings in Iron Man because he's a technical consultant. He can also help out Bruce Banner. Bruce Banner's like the gamma radiation, and Bruce Banner obviously is the Hulk. And Black Widow recruits Hulk. Black Widow recruits Hulk as Clark Gregg's Phil Coulson gets in contact with Iron Man, or Tony Stark, and says, hey, we're working on doing this thing, and you want to be a part of it. And it's just, it's an incredible film. And so you reach that, and then there's a big helicarrier problem. Like the helicarrier's in the air, and all these explosions are going on. Like, oh my god! And they're trying to take all these. Eventually, the team gets divided. They were cut. Okay, we're together. No, and then they get divided. The Hulk comes out of Banner. He's been keeping it in for a while. Stuff like that. It goes crazy. We lose the Hulk. Thor gets lost, and it's just Cap, Hawkeye, Iron Man, and Black Widow on the helicarrier. And then they realize, hey, we got to come together again. Cap's like, we got to come together. We got to save the world. Let's do it. Where is he? He's in Stark Tower. Okay, let's go. Every time I talk about this movie, I get so excited because it's such a great film. It's one of the I think it's the best comic book movie of all time. And eventually the alien invasion comes down. They have to Iron Man's like, he's blowing stuff up. Cap's like, ooh, they're taking down all these aliens, and it's just so much fun. And this is a fun, happy, action-packed, feel-good movie. And I will never forget. I'm sitting in my local movie theater and I'm watching as the Hulk Bruce Banner just turned into the Hulk, and the Avengers finally come together, and they're like, "We got this." And that moment of watching that on screen will forever have a mark on me. It was incredible just watching that movie come together from its beginning to its end, and how it was an incredible film. And so that's basically, and then they beat the aliens. Loki's tired, and there's funny moments in this movie. There's a lot of funny moments in this movie. I think it's because of Joss Whedon, the director of it. But there's so much fun in this movie. This is a fun movie. If they ever re-release it, I recommend you go see it, because they did it for Avengers 2. They re-released it again for Avengers 2. Look, go see Avengers on Blu-ray, on whatever. Do what you gotta do to get this movie if you haven't seen it. But if you have seen it, you know that it's one of those special movies. You just know. And the reason why overall, what did I give this movie when I first walked out of it? I said I gave it a 10. This is a 10 out of 10 for this movie. This movie is so much fun to watch, to laugh at, to be a part of. My friends who don't even know a thing about the comic books, they just know about the movies, they loved the Avengers. They loved it so much. They loved every single bit of it. And I just think that's the beauty of movies that are based on like 50 years of history in comic books, is that like you can make a movie and make it appeal to a wider audience, and then they get hooked in as well. And I think that's just a great thing overall. I mean, it's a wonderful thing. So yes, 10 out of 10. That's the plot. That's the cast. Why did I do this review first and foremost? Because Captain America: Civil War is coming out very soon, and I just so that way you kind of know how they happened, how the Avengers together. And if you want to check out my review for Avengers: Age of Ultron, you can check out that one and see how the Avengers. I want to do this review, that way you can go watch the Avengers 2 review again. I'll leave a link for the Avengers 2 review in the description below, so you guys can kind of see this one, then go see the Avengers 2, and then go see Civil War in theaters and see how the progression of the characters developed. So that's it. So for this movie review of the Avengers, and I gave it a 10 out of 10 the moment I walked out of it, and the moment still today, 10 out of 10. For this review of the Avengers Assemble! For the Super Review Show, Avengers Assemble.